A couple of days ago, I watched the new Batman Killing Joke animated movie. And when I finished that movie, there was a thought that ran through my head. That's it. Now, before the release of this movie, for a good deal of time before the release of this movie, there was a big controversy surrounding it just being made in general. Because, oh, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be the most terrible thing ever. It's going to be absolute rape and murder and etc., yada, yada. Hide your kids, hide your wives. You all gonna die. I'm not exaggerating. The media said this thing was going to be one of the worst things ever. And it was, by R-rated standards, tame. Uh, it held very true to the comic, except for one particular part where if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But otherwise, it held very true to the comic, and for the 80s when it was made, yeah, I can see this being a bit extreme then. Now, nah, no. Which leads me to believe that this was just a thing that's been happening a lot more recently. The media just made a controversy for the sake of there being a controversy. This has been going on for years with the media, but in the past few months, I've noticed it cranked up to 11. This seems to come in three very specific groups. The first being the group I just mentioned, in this case with The Killing Joke. What it is there was a previous controversy with an earlier version, so keep the controversy train rolling, hope it's the same, hope that it is controversial, that it just exists, because it is what it is. GTA gets this a lot. Then you have number two, where they just basically make a controversy out of nothing. The most recent example I can think of is the marketing campaign for the new Deus Ex game. In that marketing, they have a protester with a sign that says, "AUG Lives Matter." Now, to most people, this can be interpreted two ways. The first is the game is releasing in August. So that might be it. The second, and this is probably the more likely one, the game revolves around augmented people who are treated worse than second-class citizens. In this game universe, it is not a good thing to be augmented, and there are a lot of things against it. So, in that regard, I can see it as that. Was it stupid to use that for a marketing campaign? Absolutely. I'm not arguing that point at all. Was it a controversy? Hell no. Are you kidding me? This was an act of stupidity by marketing executives at worst. This wasn't anything controversial. This wasn't anything offensive. This wasn't anything done to try and belittle anybody. It was just marketing people doing what they do. Be goddamn idiots. But no, the media went wild. And of course it was controversy and it was offensive and yada yada blah blah. You get the drill. The third, and we've seen this a lot more recently, is a production company, a studio, whatever, push towards the media saying there's a controversy. Sony and Feig saying that people are only complaining about female Ghostbusters because it's women. That kind of thing. A non-existent, the studio made the controversy, the media reported on it, and then it became a controversy because they made it up. typically not for marketing purposes, but to get people angry so that they will come and see it or buy it or whatever the case may be. And yes, that is a thing, and to some degree it works. I hope not too much, but there is always the small degree where it does work. In the past several months, year, give or take, I've noticed a stark increase in these, where the media would just make up non-controversies sometimes here and there, typically because they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Now they seem to do it all the time because that's what gets the most attention. If it's a controversy, people will want to know why it's a controversy. It will get them views. It may be an immediate realization, oh, that's it, this is stupid. But it will get them immediate views, and that's all they want. It's sad that we've devolved to this point, but that's how they work. I will not be shocked if I see a new controversy every week that falls into one of these three camps. That is absolutely bullshit. But it's just there to feed that view counter. What happened to just reporting the news as opposed to, in this case, making it? Why is that so hard, really? I ask this every week. I get no answer. I can dream, can't I? Anyway, this is the Math Machine just complaining about non-issue controversies that are controversial. Fuck. Peace out.